Hey guys, what's up? I got a match for you against 98 AVI. We decided to do an OU match. He brought lower tier stuff. I brought some, I guess, non-Hori stuff, but mostly just Pokemon I love using. So yeah, I'm going to leave my Jirachi because I saw that he has a lot of guys weak to Stealth Rocks and he doesn't have a spinner. So I want to get him up post-haste. I was thinking maybe he'd get his up or maybe go for the Fire Blast, which would probably do a lot less considering his special attack is lower than his attack. But he does have the Earthquake, which is sort of uncommon on Tyranitar's because usually they have Stone Edge and Crunch along with Fire Blast and Stealth Rocks. But he has Earthquake, so that's what he's going to go for. I figure there's not much point in me saving this, even though I knew he was going to go for the Earthquake again. Jirachi's not going to be able to do too much against the rest of his team, and he pretty much did what I wanted him to do. Plus, there was a chance that Ironhead would flinch. 60%, that's a pretty good chance. I don't get the flinch, but I do manage to take out a big chunk of Tyranitar's health here. I'm going to make a bit of a mistake and go into my Gyarados, because I figure if I can get a Dragon Dance up, then I can start a sweep. Knowing that he's going to protect me to do that, he's going to switch into his Ferrothorn, and I'm going to just go straight for the Waterfall. It's going to do absolutely nothing. So like I said, bit of a misplay. I really shouldn't have gone to Gyarados here. But you know what? That's fine. I got to deal with it, right? So I'm going to go for the Taunt here because I know for a fact that he's going to want to go for the Stealth Rocks or Spikes or Leech Seed, Toxic or Thunder Wave. One of those. He's not going to want to attack me right away because it's Ferrothorn and he walls me. And he wants to get up entry hazards or status someone or whatever. So I get the Taunt off. It works. And now I'm going to switch out into my Gengar because I know he'd resist the Power Whip. Kind of dangerous because if he did just only have the Gyro Ball and he went straight for it, then I'd be kind of in trouble because that would OHKO. I didn't take this nearly as well as I thought I would because I figured I resisted, so it should be fine. But it is 120 base power, stab, etc. So it does a big chunk. I go for the Focus Blast, thinking he'd want to switch into his Tyranitar, because I do have Hidden Power Fire, and I figured it would be kind of obvious, but then again, a lot of Gengars nowadays have Substitute with either Pain Split or Disable, so I probably should have just went for it. It would have most likely killed, because judging from that damage, he has 252 HP and 252 defense with 4 special defense and Impish, but from that, with the damage calculation, the maximum damage Focus Blast would have done is literally 100.0%, so it's understandable that it didn't kill. I was ticked off at the time, but after the damage calculation, I'm like, oh, that's fine, whatever. So I'm going to go my Gyarados here again, which again was kind of dumb. I figure I can set up a Dragon Dance and kill him with a Waterfall, and then, continue with what I was thinking the first time I switched him and get a sweep. But, little to my dismay, yeah, Waterfall's actually not going to be powerful enough to kill him. He's going to hit me with a Power Whip, and it's going to do a big chunk. That's fine. I figure, whatever, I've got leftovers. I'm not going to be killing myself. It's going to negate the Sandstorm, and I'm not going to be taking Life Orb damage or anything like that. As I said here, he lives again, and he's going to hit me with his third Power Whip in a row, so and no flinch. So that's kind of... at this point, I was sort of like, but them's the breaks, whatever. So I'm going to go into who I should have went in the first place, which is my Darmanitan, because Stab... Max Attack, Life Orb, Sheer Force boosted. Flare Blitz would definitely kill this thing. He's going to just stay in just to see what I do. I do take the recoil damage and Sandstorm, so I'm losing quite a bit of health. He's going to switch into his Tyranitar. I guess he figured I'd be Scarfed, or maybe he wanted to see if I was, because I think a Flare Blitz would still be able to kill him from that range, but I am, in fact, not Scarfed. I have a Life Orb with Sheer Force, as I said, which hides the Life Orb damage on things with secondary effects. So I go for the Earthquake. It's going to take him out easily, and he's going to send in his Dusclops. I figure a Flare Blitz will do a crap ton of damage, and at best he can Curse me, which will kill him and do a chunk of damage, or hit me with a Nightshade or a Seismic Toss. So I'm good for that, but he actually pulls out the Confuse Ray, and I was like, oh crap. This battle's already been going just peachy enough, so this is absolutely going to go well. I took the risk anyways. I do hit myself in confusion. I don't kill myself, but he does go for the Seismic Toss here, and that is going to easily be able to take me out because it always does 100 damage, and I have less than 100 health, so obviously I'm going to die. Even if it didn't kill me, I'd probably die from Sandstorm. And by that, I mean if I had enough health to live the Seismic Toss, because it always does. Anyways, I'm going to go my Landers here. He does have 3 Pokemon that are immune to Earthquake, and one of them does resist the Stone Edge, so I'm going to go for the Outrage, just to sort of try and catch him off guard. I know it's a safe play anyways. He's going to go into Archeops. I guess he thought he was faster, but I'm actually Choice Scarfed, so I'm going to hit through and activate his defeatist. And despite him having the flying gem and the no item when acrobatics checks the power and it's boosted, it's still not going to kill me. And I'm going to be able to take him out with my 3-turn outrage, which I am thankful for getting. Here I did not want to play around with confusion, as I lost last time, and I figured I would need him for his last poke. So I'm just going to my Latios. I know he's going to take the Air Slash fairly well. If he wants to T-Wave me, then that's kind of annoying, but it's not too big of a deal. He's going to go for Air Slash. I do take that very well. I'm going to go for the Draco Meteor. Unfortunately, it's not going to kill, but it is going to put him low enough where Sandstorm will kill him. He's going to hit me with another Air Slash. Doesn't take me out. And now he's going to die to Sandstorm, as I alluded to previously. His last Pokemon is a Flygon. I figured it would be Scarf, but it is in fact not. So I'm going to kill it with a Draco Meteor. Even if he was Scarfed, since my Landorus is Scarfed and he is Jolly, he has actually 1 base speed higher than Flygon, so he will outspeed him regardless and kill him with an Outrage. So it's not a big deal. But that's the end of the game. A fairly narrow 2-0, I want to say. It was a good match. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope to see you all soon, very soon. Peace.